Now paper number 82. Now in this paper number 82, question numbers 31 to 35. Now it is based on row arrangement. How many persons are there? 8 persons L, M, N, O, P, Q, R and S are seated in a row facing towards north. 8 persons are seated in a row with equal distance between each other, and person seated at the extreme end of the row faces south. Only 2 people sit to the left of Q, isn't it? Only 2 people sit to the left of whom? Left of Q. As only 2 people sit to the left of Q, tell me how many possibilities do we have? 2 people sit to the left of Q, 8 persons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Only 2 people to the left of Q if Q is here. Then only 2 people, then Q must face towards north. Then what is the second possibility? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if Q is here, now this Q is facing south, then 2 people sit to the left of Q. Only 2 people sit to the left of Q, and person seated at the extreme ends of the row facing south. Now these 2 persons, who are the persons comes at this place? Now those persons are facing towards south. Persons at the ends are facing towards south. Only 3 people sit between Q and L. How many persons in between Q and L? Exactly 3. Only 3 persons between Q and L. M sits second to the right of L. As M is seated second to the right of L, in the first case M must be here. As M is here, then L must be facing towards south. And then only M sits second to the right of L. And similarly, M sits second to the right of L, M is here, then L is facing towards north. M sits second to the right of L. M and L face the same direction. As M and L are facing the same direction, case 1, L is facing south, M must also be facing south. And in case 2, L is facing north, M must also be facing towards north. And both the immediate neighbors of M face a direction opposite to M. Immediate neighbors of M are facing the direction opposite to M. Now in the first case, who are the immediate neighbors? These 2 are the places immediate neighbor. Now these 2 persons are facing opposite to whom? Opposite to the direction of M. Now M is facing south, hence these 2 persons are facing towards north. Immediate neighbors of the M facing opposite direction to that of M. M is facing north, hence these 2 persons are facing towards south. Clear now? Both the immediate neighbors of M face a direction opposite to M. S sits south to the left of O. S is seated south to the left of O, and O is not an immediate neighbor of Q. As O is not an immediate neighbor of Q, O cannot be in these 2 places. As O cannot be here, tell me whether O can be at this place or not. If O is here, then S sits south to the left of O. Then if O is here, then 1, 2, 3, S will be here. That is one possibility. Then what is the other possibility? Now can O be at this place? So if O is here 1, 2, 3, and Q and S must be in the same place, which is not possible. Can O be at this place? If O is here, then O sits south to the left of S is not possible. S sits south to the left of O is not possible because this person is facing south. Then what is the only possibility we have? O must be at this corner and S is in between Q and M. Done with this? Now in the first case, O is at the corner and M is here. The next one, O is not an immediate neighbor of Q, hence O cannot be in these 2 places. O cannot be here, O cannot be here. Then can O be at this place? Tell me here. If O is here, then this S sits south to the left of O, 1, 2, 3, M and S must be in the same place, which is not possible, which implies that O cannot be at this place. Can O be at this place? If you take O at this place, 1, 2, 3, S and Q must be in the same place, that is also not possible. O cannot be here, cannot be here. Then and O cannot be in these places as well. Can O be at this place? If O is here, S is south to the left of O is not possible, isn't it? Hence this entire, there is no possibility left to this O, and this case is completely ruled out. Now we are left with only the first case. Then O is not an immediate neighbor of Q. Immediate neighbors of P face the same direction. Immediate neighbors of P are facing the same direction. Now tell me whether P can be at this place. If P is here, one of the immediate neighbor of P is facing south and another one is north, and these 2 persons are facing towards different directions. Hence P cannot be at this place because immediate neighbors of P must face the same direction. Tell me what should be the position. Can P be at this place? P cannot be at this place because there must be 2 neighbors to this P which is not possible. Hence, what is the only possibility here? P is here. If P is here, immediate neighbors of P are M and L, and these two persons are facing the same direction. Then P does not sit at any of the extrements of the row. That information is not required. More than two people sit between P and N. And now, can N be at this place? If N is here, how many persons in between P and N? There is only one person. But as more than two persons sit between P and N, either 3 persons or 4 persons or 5 persons must be in between P and N. Hence, in this one, what is the only possibility? N is here. If N is here, then who is the person left over? R is the person left over. Done with this? This is how these 8 persons are seated in a row, and these 8 persons are, some of them are facing towards north and some of them are facing towards south. Then question number 31. In which of the following pairs are both the persons facing south? L and R. Tell me whether L and R are facing south or not. Both these two persons are facing towards south. Then question number 32. And which of the following is true with respect to the given arrangement? As tell me which is true here. P sits exactly between M and S, that is false. And R sits at one of the extrements of the row, that is definitely true, that is choice 2. Then question number 33. In which of the following pairs of people or odd number of people are seated between them? M and R. How many persons are there? There are 2 persons, it is an even number. Q and M. Between Q and M, there is only one person, that is odd number of persons in between Q and M, that is choice 2. Then question number 34. And who sits to the immediate left of Q? Q is facing towards north, immediate left of Q is N. N is facing towards which direction? N is to the immediate left of Q. N is to the immediate left of Q. Then P and N face the same direction is given. As P and N are facing the same direction, P is north and N must also be towards north. Then next one, question number 35. How many people sit between P and N? Yes, so how many are in between P and N? There are exactly 3 persons between P and N, choice 3. Done with this? Now this is about question numbers 31 to 35. Then question numbers 36 to 40. What is the information here? Different number of applications, 10, 26, 42 and so on, were received for admission in a college on different days of the week, starting from Monday and ending on Sunday. Starting from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Starting from Monday and ending on Sunday. Now we need to identify on which day how many applications were sent. Now different number of applications starting on Monday and ending on Sunday. More than 100 applications were received on Friday. More than 100 means, so how many numbers are there more than 100? There are 2. 103 is 1 and what is the other here? 103 and 450. On Friday more than 100, hence either it could be 103 or what is the other case here, and 450 and 450. These are the 2 possibilities we have, isn't it? Either more than 100 applications were received on Friday, odd number of applications were received on Wednesday. Odd number of applications means Wednesday. Now in this one, how many odd numbers are there? Odd number of applications. Now in this one, 10, 26, 42, 57. 57 is one odd number, 103, isn't it? There are only 2 odd numbers, out of which 103 is already completed here, hence it must be how much? 57, isn't it? Odd number of persons on this one, Wednesday. Now here in this one, either it could be 57 or 103. There are 2 possibilities here. And more number of applications were received on Sunday than on Wednesday. Sunday is more than Wednesday, and Sunday is more than Wednesday. Now 103 and 450, they are the bigger numbers completed. Now here it cannot be 103, isn't it? Why it was so? Because if it is 103, on Sunday it must be more than 103, which is not possible, isn't it? Hence it cannot be 103 here, hence it must be 57 only. If it is 57, on Sunday tell me what could be the number. Now more than 57. As more than 57, what are the numbers we have? 88 and 103. 88, 103 and 450, out of which 57. 103 is already completed, isn't it? Hence now we are left with what? Now we are left with 88 or 450. Now in the second case, 57 completed and 450 completed. Then what are the remaining 2 numbers? 88 or 103. There are 2 possibilities on Sunday. Then total number of applications received on Saturday and Sunday was 98. As Saturday and Sunday itself is 98, now in the first case, now here it 450 is not possible because the sum of two days must be how much? 98. Here itself cannot be 450, hence it is 88. If it is 88, then what is the other number here? This must be on Saturday, it must be only 10. Done with this? Now, sir, here also it cannot be 103 because the sum of these two must be how much? Must be only 98, as 88 is here and next one is 10, hence 98. More number of applications were received on Monday than that on Sunday. On Monday than that on Sunday. Now, sir, on Sunday these two are what? 88, and Monday it should be more than this one. Now, in the first case, 88 completed, 103 completed, and what is more than this 188? Only 450 is left over, isn't it? And 450, 103 is already completed here, hence 450. Now, in this case, now in the second case, 88 is here, 450 is done, then what is left over here? 103 must be here. Done with this? On Monday, it should be more than on Sunday. The sum of the total number of applications issued on Monday and Tuesday was lesser than 130. Monday and Tuesday lesser than 130, hence Monday itself cannot be 450, and this case is completely ruled out, hence it must be lesser than how much? Lesser than 130. As it is lesser than 130, then what are the numbers left over here? 26 is left over, 42 is left over. Can this be 42? If it is 42, the sum of these two will be 145, it is more than 130, hence 42 cannot be here. As 42 cannot be here, 42 is here, and here it must be 26. Clear now? And these are the different number of applications were received on 7 different days, starting on Monday and ending on Sunday. Then question number 36, on which of the following days was odd number of applications were received? Odd number of applications were received on which days? Monday and Wednesday. Now, here what is given here? Only Monday is given, that is choice 1. Then question number 37, how many applications are received on Friday? Tell me the number of applications issued on Friday. 450, choice 2. Then question number 38, what is the difference of the number of applications received between Friday and Sunday? Friday and Sunday, Friday it is 450 and Sunday is so much? Sunday 88. Then what is the difference between these two? 450 and 88. The difference is 362. That is choice 4. Then question number 39, according to the number of applications received to colleges are arranged in ascending order, then which day is the fourth position? Tell me which day is the fourth position ascending order. Now, this is 1 and this will be 2 and this is 3 and the fourth highest number is 57, and that is Wednesday, that is choice 3. Then question number 40, what is the sum of the number of applications received on Tuesday and Saturday? Tuesday is how much? 26 and Saturday is 10. 26 plus 10, it is 36, choice 3. Question numbers 36 to 40. Then 41. Now, in question number 41, it is based on odd man out. 4 out of the following 5 is nothing but an odd man out, U and Z. Yes, tell me what is the difference between U and Z here? The difference between U and Z is, how many letters are there? 5 letters are there in between these two. U plus 5, V, W, X, Y, Z, 5 letters. O and U, O is 15, U is 21, the difference between these two is how much? Now, here the difference between these two is plus 5, U and Z, and O and U the difference is plus 6, M and R 13, and the value of R is 18, 13 plus 5 is 18, and C is 3, 3 plus 5 is 8, 8th letter is H, G is 7, 7 plus 5 is 12, 12th letter is L. Then what is the odd one here? OU is the odd one, except OU. And in the remaining pairs, the difference between the letters is plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. Here it is plus 6. And in general, this must be O plus 5 must be T is the correct term. In the place of OT, has given OU. Hence, OU is nothing but the wrong one. That is nothing but the odd one. 41. Then question number 42. Now, in this 42, the relation between C, X and W. Now, C and X. How to relate these to C and X? Tell me. C and X are opposite pairs. What do you mean by this opposite? AZ, BY, CX, DW, all these letters are opposite pairs. Here C and X are opposite, B and Y are opposite, E and V are opposite, F and U are opposite. and G and W are not opposite. What is opposite letter to G? The opposite letter to G is T, hence choice 1 is the odd one. And the relation between the remaining two, X and W it is minus 1, Y and X it is minus 1, V and U minus 1, here U minus 1, here W and V minus 1. But here the first two letters are not opposite pairs. In the given terms, in all the terms except in choice 5, the first two are opposite, the second and the third are minus 1. Hence choice 5 is the odd one. Then question number 43 onwards. Now 43 to 46. Now these questions are based on blood relations. Now C is the grandfather of R. As C is the grandfather of R, tell me how to represent this one. That means C's child's son is, C is the grandfather of R. C's child's child is R. And the gender of this R is not known. C has only one child. One child, who is that person? That person is none other than Q. And R is the son of B. R is the son of whom? R is the son of B. As of now, R is the son of Q. R is the son of B as well. And this Q and B are married couple. And R is the only son of B. R is the only son of B. B is the daughter of W. As B is the daughter of W, Q is the son of C. And B is the daughter of whom? B is the daughter of W. And Y is the mother-in-law of Q. As Y is the mother-in-law of Q. Who is mother-in-law? Q's spouse's mother. Who is the spouse of Q? B. That means B's mother is, who is that person? Y. Now Y is the mother-in-law, hence W is the father-in-law of this Q. And next one, Y is the mother-in-law of Q. B is the mother of E. Who is B? B is the mother of whom? B is the mother of E. Hence E must be, R and E are siblings to each other, out of which R is the only son. Okay? Y is the mother-in-law, B is the mother of A. Now B is the mother of whom? B is the mother of A. As B is the mother of A, this A and R are siblings to each other. Now this R is the only son. As R is the only son of B, this A must be the daughter. And E is the sister-in-law of Q. As what do you mean by this one? Sister-in-law. Sister-in-law means there are two definitions to this sister-in-law. One is spouse's sister and the other is brother's wife. That means Q's brother's wife is E, or Q's wife's sister. Wife's sister is E, out of which Q is the only child of C, that is clearly given. As this Q is the only child of C, this Q doesn't have any siblings at all. That means now brother's wife is ruled out, and so what is left over here? Only sister, only wife's sister. Who is that person? E. Hence E is the sister-in-law. And this B and E are siblings to each other. Clear now? Then, which of the following is definitely true with respect to the given information? C has only one grandchild. True or false? False, because there are two grandchildren to this C. Q is the husband of B. True or false? Definitely true. E is the daughter of Y. True or false? E is the daughter of Y. Yes. And so what is your answer here? Both B and C, that is choice 4. Question number 43, choice 4. Then 44, how is E related to R? Yes, tell me, how is this E related to R? R's mother, isn't it? Mother's sister. Mother's sister is aunt, that is choice 4. Then question number 45, how is A related to Q? Yes, so how is this A related to Q? Q's daughter. Q's daughter is A, choice 1. Then question number 46, if R is the grandson of Z, R is the grandson of whom? Z. As of now, R is the grandson of C, R is the grandson of W, and R is the grandson of Y, isn't it? Now these three persons are the grandparents to this R. And similarly, R is the grandson of Z as well, and the only person left over is C and Z must be married to each other. Then how is Z related to B? How is Z related to B? B is husband, husband is Q, husband's mother is mother-in-law, choice 5. Done with this? Mother-in-law, choice 5, question number 46. Then 47 onwards. Now question number 47 onwards, these are based on coded inequalities. Now question number 47, the relation between T and C. Now tell me which letter is common between T and C. T is in the first statement and C is in the second. Now between T and R, T lesser than or equals to R lesser than or equals to C. Now between T and C, T lesser than or equals to C, that is C greater than or equals to T, definitely true. Then coming to the next one, the relation between Q and C. Now the relation between Q and C, again if you observe here, R is common, isn't it? And R is common. What is the relation between R and C? Now R greater than or equals to Q, and R is lesser than or equals to C means C greater than or equals to Q. C greater than or equals to R greater than or equals to Q. Now between C and Q, which symbol is common here? C greater than or equals to Q is true. As C greater than or equals to Q is true, and Q lesser than or equals to C is also true. Hence both the conclusions follow, that is choice 1. Now question number 47, it is choice 1. Then 48. Now in this question number 48, the relation between M and R. Now M is here, R is here, between these two there is 1 lesser than, 1 greater than, two opposite symbols, that is false. Then the next one, Q and A. A is here, Q is here, between A and Q. Now the relation between A and Q is A greater than Q is definitely true. If A greater than Q is true, Q lesser than A is also true. Hence only conclusion 2 is true, that is choice 3. 48 choice 3. Then question number 49. Now the relation between F and Z. F is here, Z is here. Now between F and Z, if you observe here, there is 1 greater than, 1 lesser than, two opposite symbols, hence no relation can be drawn between these two. Then neither 1 nor 2, that is choice 5. And question number 49, it is choice 5. Then 50th. Now question number 50, the relation between T and L. L is here, T is here. Tell me which element is common between these two. G is common. L greater than or equals to G, greater than or equals to T. Now between L and T, L greater than or equals to T, which implies that T lesser than or equals to L is definitely true. Then coming to the next one, A greater than B. Now which element is common between these two? G is common. Now G lesser than A and B lesser than G. Now B lesser than G, G lesser than A. Between B and A, B lesser than A is true. A greater than B is also true. Both the conclusions follow, that is choice 1. Question number 50, choice 1. Then 51 to 55. Now how many numbers are there? There are 5 numbers, 436, 853. Now it is based on set of numbers. Some 5 numbers are there, 325, 782 and 567 are the 5 numbers. 2 is subtracted from the second digit of every odd number. From every odd number, how much should be subtracted here? 2 is subtracted from the second digit. How many odd numbers are there? There are 3 odd numbers. Now if you subtract 2 from the second digit, this will be 833 and this will be 305 and this will be how much? 547. 2 is subtracted and 3 is subtracted from the first digit of every even number. Every even number 3 is subtracted, this will be 436. 4 minus 3 is how much? 136. And here it will be 782. 7 minus 3 is 482. Then what is the question here? Then in how many numbers as found will the second digit be smaller than the first digit? Now here the second digit is greater than the first digit. This cannot be answered. Here the second digit is smaller than the first digit, isn't it? 3 is lesser than 8. And here the second digit 0 is lesser than 3. Here the second digit is greater than the first digit. Here the second digit is lesser than the first digit. And so how many numbers are there? There are 3 such numbers wherein the second digit is lesser than the first digit. Now it is given in question number 51. 51 choice 2. Then 52. Now 52, the positions of the first and the third digits of each of the numbers are interchanged. 1 and 3 are interchanged. Then what will be resultant if the second digit of the highest number thus formed is divided by the first digit of the lowest number? Now which numbers are interchanged here? The first and the third. If the first and the third are interchanged, tell me which digit is coming to the first place? Last digit. Now among the last digits, tell me which is the highest here? 6, 7. Now 7 is the highest, hence this will be 767. 767 is the highest number, isn't it? 765 is the highest number. Then what is the least number here? The last digit 2 is least here. And 782, now this will be 200 and how much? 287. Now the question is about what? Second digit of the highest number. Second digit is 6 and divided by the first digit. First digit is 2 and 6 by 2 is how much? 3. That is given in choice 4. Done with this? Now question number 52, choice 4. Then 53, if all the numbers are arranged in the descending order from left to right, then which of the following will be sum of all the 3 digits of the number which is second from the right? Second from the right is nothing but the second highest number. Now all the numbers are arranged, descending order. Descending order means highest to lowest. That means the second lowest number. Yes, tell me what is the highest number here? Highest number 782, this will be the first. Sorry, 853, then it will be 782, and the next one is, this will be third one, and this is 436 is 4, and this is 5. Now second from the right hand side. What is the second from the right? 436. What is the sum of this one? 4 plus 6 plus 3, that is 13, choice 4. Done with this? Question number 53, choice 4. Then 54, 2 is added to all odd digits in all the numbers. In which of the following numbers will the difference between the first and the third digit will be more than 5? Now 2 is added to all the digits here, 436, 4 and 556. Because there is only one odd digit, now to that one we have added 2. 853, 8, 75. Now here this will be 5, 27, and this is 7, 9, 82. Here 5, this is 7, 69. Then what is the question here? Then difference between the first and the third digit is more than 5. First and third, here the digit is, difference is only 2. Here also, here it is 3, here it is 2, here it is how much? 6, here it is 2. Then how many here? Only 982. Now this 982 we are getting from where? 782. And 782, that is choice 4. 54, choice 4. Then 55. Now question number 55. If in each number all the digits are arranged in the descending order within the number. Descending order within the number. Now this 436 will be 643, 853 will be as it is 853, and 325 will be 532, and 782 will be 872, and this will be 765. Then what will be the difference between the lowest and the highest numbers thus formed? What is the lowest number here? Lowest number is 532, highest number is how much? 872. Then what is the difference between these two? 7 minus 340 and 340. 340, that is choice 2. Now the difference between 872 and 532. 340, that is choice 2, question number 55. 55, choice 2. Then 56 and 57. Now two questions based on this comparison. Each of the 6 friends, P, Q, R, S, T and U. Now in total there are 6 persons, P, Q, R, S, T and U. Earns a different amount. 2 people earn less than you. Now these 6 persons are earning different amounts, and how many persons are earning less than you? There are only 2 persons, and this U must be at the 4th place, and Q earns more than R. Q is more than R but lesser than T, and P earns more than T. Now this P is more than T. Hence what is order here? P, T, Q, R as of now, and P earns more than T but lesser than S. But lesser than S means S must be before this one. Hence all these persons were fixed, S, P, T, and who are the remaining persons here? Q and R. S, P, T, Q and R. The one who earns the second lowest is 35. Now this person earns 35,000, and the one who earns the third highest is 92,000. Third highest is how much? 92,000. Third highest 92, second lowest is 35. Then who among the following earns the second highest amount? Yes, tell me who is that person? P, choice 3. Then question number 57. Which of the following could be the possible salary of U? And U is in between 35,000 and 92. 35 and 92, what is your answer here? Choice 1, that is 70,000. Then question number 58. Now 58 onwards, it is based on what? A, B, C, D, L, M, N, O are the 8 persons. Now these 8 persons were born on one of the months Jan, Feb, April and May. How many persons? 8 persons. How many months? 4 months. How many dates are there? 7th or 21st. Now Jan, now on Jan, 7th or 21st. Next one, what is the next month here? Jan, Feb, and similarly Feb, 7th and Feb 21st. Jan, Feb, March, April and May. April 7th and April 21st, and finally May 7th and May 21st. May 7th and May 21st, isn't it? Now this is what the information we have. Now whenever different dates were given, this is how to represent the data. Then condition number 1. As tell me what is condition number 1 here? C was born in Feb. As C was born in Feb, Tell me whether C was born on 7th or 21st. There are two possibilities. Whether C can be on 7th Feb or C can be on 21st. As there are two possibilities, we are representing these two separately. Then only two people were born between C and O. Between C and O, how many persons are there? There are two people. As there are two people between C and O, in the first case, O must be on April 21st, and in the second case, O can be either on Jan 7th or May 7th. There are two possibilities. And O was not born in Jan. As O was not born in Jan, hence O must be, in the second case, O must be on May 7th. As many people were born before O as after D. Before O, if there is one person, after D there must be one person. If before O, if there are two persons, after D that must be two persons. Number of persons who were born before O equals to the number of persons behind this D. Now in the first case, tell me how many persons are before O? 5 persons. As 5 persons are before O, hence 5 persons must be after this D. As 5 persons after this D means C and D must be in the same place. Is it possible to have 2 persons at the same place? No. And this first case is completely ruled out. Now we are left with this one. As how many persons are before this O? There are 5 persons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 persons. 6 persons before O and 6 persons behind D. Hence D must be on Jan 21st. Now whenever this equal to is given, ahead of this one equals to the number of persons behind, these two persons must be at equidistant from either end. Second top, second bottom. Here third bottom, third top, and so on. 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3 from top and the bottom equally. The next one. As many people before O as after D, only one person was born between L and M. L and M, how many persons are there? One person. L was born on one of the days before M, and the difference between these two persons must be like this, L or M. Yes, tell me how many possibilities do we have? L or M can be like this, or L or M can be like this, or L or M can be like this. As of now, we have 3 possibilities to this L or M, because these two persons must be on the alternate days, alternate dates. Next one. L was born before M. L was not born on 7th. As L was not born on 7th, L at this place is ruled out, and L on February 7th is also ruled out. And next one, and what is the only possibility here? L must be on April 21st. If L is here, M must be here. And more than 3 people were born between L and A. More than 3 people means either 4 people or 5 people and so on. Here, what is the only possibility here? 4 people. Hence, A must be on the first day. And B was born on one of the months before N. As B was born before N, B is here, N will be here. Now, this is how these 8 persons were born on different dates in a same year. Yes, what is order here? ADB, CN, LOM. Then question number 58. Which of the following statements is true as per the given arrangement? As many people were born before A as after M. Before A, how many? 0. After M, 0. Whether it is true or not? Definitely true. As many people before A is same as after M. There is 0 persons before A and there must be 0 persons after M. And question number 58, choice 1 is the answer. Next one, 59. And who was born in the month of April? Now in April, N and L. Now N and L, choice 1. Who were born in the month of April? NL, choice 1. Then question number 60. When was B born? Yes, B was born on Feb 7th. 7th February, that is choice 2. Question number 60, choice 2. And 61. Who was born exactly between L and M? Exactly between L and M, who is that person? O. O, that is given in choice 4. Then question number 62. Now 62. Now question number 62 is not based on this one, it seems, isn't it? Now gradual is related to sudden. Gradual and sudden. Yes, what is the relation between these two? Gradual and sudden are what? Are antonyms to each other, opposite. And gradual means slowly, suddenly means fast, isn't it? Both these two are opposite. And similarly regular and what is opposite to this one? Happening regularly, you are attending to the classes regularly. Opposite to this one, you are attending to the classes occasionally, isn't it? That is choice 3. And these two are opposite to each other. Then question number 63. Now in question number 63, what will come in the next in the series in place of the question mark? Now A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H are the 8 letters. Next one B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Now here A is, isn't it? A is deleted, but whereas I is added. In each of these terms we are having only 8 letters. In each group there are 8 letters. The first letter from the left hand side is deleted. And the next one, now B is deleted here. And the starting from C, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Then what's the next one? J. J, that is given in choice 1. Question number 63, choice 1. Then 64 and 65. Now question number 64, tribunal. Tribunal, tribunal. Now in this word tribunal, all the letters are arranged in alphabetically from left hand side to right hand side in a dictionary. Alphabetically in the left to right means A, B, then what is the next one here? A and B, and next is I, next to I is L, N, R, T. Then what is the question here? How many letters will remain unchanged? Yes, tell me how many letters will remain unchanged? And I is one letter which remain unchanged, B and L, U and N, isn't it? Now we have left out one more letter, T-R-I, B-U-N-A-L. Yes, tell me what is the first letter here? A, next one is B, after this B, I, after this I, L, next one is N, next one is R, T and U. Then if you compare, I is repeated here, B, L, U, N, N, R, A, T. I is the only letter which remain at the same place, choice 3. Then question number 65, point B is 30 meters to the south of point A. A is here and B is 30 meters to the south of point B. And C is 9 meters to the east of point A. Now this is C, is 9 meters to the east of point A. D is 11 meters to the south of point C. Now D is how many meters? 11 meters. Now D is 11 meters to the south of point C. And from point D a person walks 9 meters west. From here, this person walks 9 meters west means now this person is coming to this place. 9 meters and reach to this place. And a person walks 9 meters to the west, turns right and walks 2 meters. Now from here, he again traveled 2 meters. Now this person is at this place. Then how far and in which direction is he from point B? Now from point B, tell me what is the total distance between A and B? 30. Out of this 30, this 11 is already covered here. And again, now in the reverse they have covered 2. That means what is, how much is covered here? 11 towards south and 2 towards north, opposite, hence they have covered only 9 meters. Out of this 30, 9 is completed. What is left over here? 21. Then how far in which range is he from point B? From point B this person is how much distance? 21 meters towards north, choice 2. Done with this? Now from here to here it is how much? It is 11 is completed, here the distance is 19. Now 2 is also should be added now, 19 plus 2, 21. 21 meters towards north. Then that's it. Now this is about question numbers 31 to 35 in paper number 82. Then after this question numbers is 70, 76. Now 76 to 80 number series. Yes, tell me what is your answer here. Now 1280 and so on. Now 1200, how can you write this one? 1000 into how much is 200? Into 1 by 5 is 200. And 280, how can you express this one? 280, 2 by 5, good. Now 2 by 5. 5 into 40, 40 into 2, 80. Now 1 by 5 into 2 by 5, next one must be into 3 by 5. And 5 16 is 80, 16 into 3, 48. And next one 48 into 4 by 5. Yes, what is 48 into 4 by 5? Tell me here, 48 into 4 by 5. That is 48 into 5 is how much? 48 into 5. And that is 9, 9.6, 9.6 into 4, 6 into 4 is 24. The last digit must be 4, that is choice 1. Isn't it? 38.4, that is given in choice 1. 76. Now each of these number is multiplied with 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5, and the next one must be 5 by 5. The same number will remain, 38.5. Then question number 77. Now in this 77, if you check out here, started with 9, ending with 8000, numbers are increasing at a very faster rate, hence it must be either multiplication or product. 9 and 1, 9 into 1, 9 into 3 is 27, and 27 into how much? 135. 27 into 5 is 135. What are these numbers? 135? 135 are odd numbers, and the next number must be multiplied with 7. Now 135 into 7 will be how much? 7 into 5 is 35, and 35 and 945, isn't it? Now 1200, 1900 cannot be your answer, because 100 into 7, 700, 30 into 7, 200. It will be around 900, 945, that is choice 2. Now question number 77, choice 2. Then 78. Yes, question number 78, tell me what is the logic here. 5, 6, 11 and 34. Again the numbers are increasing at a very faster rate. Hence 5 and 1 can be written as 5 into 1 plus 1 is 6, and 6 into how much? 6 into 2 is 12 minus 1 is 11, and 11 and 34, 11 into 3, 33 plus 1, 34, and 34 into 4, 68, 68 is how much? And minus 1 will be 135. Next one, 135 into 5 minus 1. What is 135 into 5 minus 1? Yes? Plus 1. Alternately minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 1. 135 into plus 1 will be 676. The last digit is 6. Only in choice 2 we are having the last digit as 6, and 676, that is choice 2. Question number 78, it is choice 2. Then 79. 79 done. Now 110, 117. Now the numbers are increasing at a very smaller rate. It must be under which category? Difference. Then go for the difference between the numbers. 100 and 117. 100 and 117, the difference between these two is 17. And the next difference is how much? And the difference between 100 and 117, 110, sorry. It is 110 and 117. Here the difference is plus 7. And the next one, 117 and 125, here the difference between these two is how much? As difference is 8. Next one, 125 and 141. Now the difference between these two numbers is 16, isn't it? Next one, 141 and 184. Here the difference is how much? 43. And the next difference must be how much? Now if you observe the difference between 7 and 8, here it is plus 1. 8 and 16 plus 8. And 16 and 43, what is the difference here? 27. What are these numbers? 1, 8, 27 cubes. 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube. Next, how much should be added here? 4 cube. What is 4 cube? 64. And 64 plus 43. 64 plus 43, 107. Now 107 plus 184. 184 plus 7 will be 91. 191 plus 100, 291, that is choice 1. Done with this? Now this is about question number 79. The difference of difference are perfect cubes. 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube are added. Then question number 80. Now in this question number 80, 2, 3, 4, 36, 70. Yes? 2, 3, 4, 36, 70. Here again let us go for the difference. 2 and 3, the difference is how much? Plus 1. And the next one, 3 and 14, the difference is plus 11. And the next one, 14 and 36. 14 and 36, what is the difference here? Plus 22. Next one, 36 and 70, the difference between these two is 34. Then what should be the next difference? Isn't it? Then 1 and 11, here it is plus 10. 11 and 22, 11. 22 and 34, 12. Next one, 10, 11, 12. 13 should be added. 34 plus 13, 47. And 70 plus 47 is how much? 117. What is your answer here? Choice 1 is the answer. Now this is about paper number 82, question numbers 31 to 65 and 76 to 80. Done with this? Anything left over in this paper?